Yola peoples, like this video if you know where that's from. Ugh. So today I thought that I would share my opinion on something that kind of a lot of people talk about. I think. I don't know. I try to stay out of all that popular news stuff. So today I'm going to be talking about something that actually I was watching my old, I don't want to say old because it's only a month or two old. My hair's weird. Anywho, why can I never stay on topic? I am such a squirrel. Okay, topic is video that's about a couple months old. And it's called How to Treat a Guy. So I was watching that earlier today, and by earlier today I mean 10 minutes ago. And I was kind of watching some of the things that I had said and listening to it, and it made me start thinking about something that I have had an opinion on for quite a while, something that I have wanted to talk about for quite a while, but something that I just haven't really had time to make the video for, haven't really thought out what I want to say and everything. And so today what I'm doing is I'm going to be talking about what it clearly says in the title, feminism, and my opinion on it. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying this to convince anyone out there of changing their opinion. I'm just stating what my opinion is, and if your opinion is similar, cool. If your opinion isn't similar, that's cool too. I respect your opinion, even if it doesn't exactly match up with mine. But the point is, I'm just going to be saying my opinion and my thoughts on feminism and kind of giving you a little bit of a breakdown of how I came to be a feminist / am not feminist. I don't know. So when I was in about 7th or 6th grade, I found out what feminism was, and I learned that it was just kind of wanting females to have equality and such things as how much they're making at a job and so on and so forth. And I don't know if I've talked about this in a video before. I might have mentioned it once or twice, but I kind of got an opinion on that, and I was like, you know what, yeah, that's true. Women should be getting these rights. Women should be having these rights. And I did really agree with it, and I considered myself a feminist for quite some time. And now I kind of don't. When I first kind of said, okay, well, I'm a feminist, my dad was like, yeah, no. Because my dad, when he sees feminists, he sees the exaggerated parts of feminists. There's extremists in every group, religion, anything. There's extremists in every kind of belief system of any kind. And my father would just see that. He didn't see the point of it. He didn't see anything other than the fact that there were extremists that were a bit crazy about it. So he didn't think that me being a feminist was a serious thing, and honestly, I was kind of upset by that. But you know what? My dad never really understood any of my thoughts, my ideas, my plans. So I kind of was like, you know what else? So now let's talk about me kind of transforming from being a feminist to what I am now. So I was a feminist for a while, and I wasn't a super feminist, but I did believe that women should have equal rights and so on and so forth. But then I watched a TV show, and it actually had an episode of feminism. It was Degrassi, but it's the Netflix series. So if you want to go watch that, I think it's cool. I haven't finished watching it, but it's cool. And there was an episode where one of these girls was trying to get there to be an extra girls' bathroom at the school. So they wanted to take out one of the guys' bathrooms and put in an extra girls' bathroom. Now, the way that they explained this was that girls take longer to use the bathroom, and they have longer lines, so there should be an extra one more than the guys have, which would actually end up being 2 more because they'd be getting rid of one of the guys. And I kind of didn't really think that was fair to take away a bathroom, even though in this scenario they weren't using that bathroom. I understood that yes, girls do take longer, and yes, guys can kind of just go to the bathroom, get it done with, and come back before, because there's short times in between classes, and it kind of sucks to have to try and get to the bathroom, get everything done, and get out, because lines are just long when you're a girl, whereas with guys you don't really see like long lines for the bathrooms. But I watched that episode and it kind of changed my opinion on a lot of things. I kind of could understand where they were coming from, but at the same time I kind of thought it was a bit unfair. So I kind of reevaluated the entire idea of feminism. And what I thought was, well, a woman and a man, yes, they should be getting the same pay if they're doing the same job and they're working the same amount of hours and they're working exactly as good as the other person. The thing is, though, that if the guy can do the job better, I think that he should get more money for it because he does the job better than the woman. I'm not saying that it's in all cases, it's just that if the guy does a better job, he should be getting paid more for his hours because he is working harder. However, I believe that's a choice for the businesses and managers and people to make that choice on who gets paid and how much. I don't believe that women, however, should be given less of a paycheck because of the fact that they're a female. I think exactly that if a female does a job better than a man does, that she should get more than the guy. And that's just how I think. I think that if, okay, let's take a construction job for instance. A guy and a girl are both working on a construction site. They work the same amount of hours, but the guy's a bit better at the job because of the fact that he can lift heavier things and he just has a bit more of a masculine tone to him. So I think that the man in this case should be getting paid more for the hour. Now, however, let's go to a case of architects. Let's say that there's two architects, a male one and a female one. Let's say the female one works harder, her designs are more intricate and are more appealing to a specific group of people. I believe that she should be making more than the guy, and architecture is kind of a difficult place to use for an example, because of the fact that they kind of usually don't get the same paycheck. So let's say a teacher. Let's say a female teacher is better than a male teacher. Then if the female teacher is working harder and their kids are learning faster and easier and better, I think that that teacher should be making more than if a male teacher who is kind of doing okay but isn't working exactly as hard as that female is. I don't think he should be making as much per hour as that female is because of the fact that she is working hard. So I don't think exactly that everyone should be getting paid equally, because I think that people should be getting paid for their work ethic. I think that if you're working hard and if you're doing a good job, you should be getting paid more. I don't think that it should be based on race, gender, religion, or any of that kind of stuff. But other than that, another thing that I find with feminism is run like a girl, hit like a girl, and stuff like that. And I don't like that stuff. I don't like when people say you run like a girl, because I kind of find that offensive. But I also don't like when people say grow a pair. You're a sissy. I don't like when people say be a man up. I don't like any of that. But the thing is, nobody complains about that. Nobody complains about the fact that sexism can go two ways. It can go against a girl, but it can also go against a guy. Like, guys think that they have to be tough because of the fact that if they're not, that loses their masculinity. Women think that we have to be pretty and dolled up because if we're not, that's just not socially accepted. Society has changed our brains so much to the point where we have to be exactly how the perfect idea of our gender thinks of us. But that's not true. I think that everyone should be able to be their own person. Because the thing is, though women and men may not have a bunch of similarities, we do still have similarities, such as emotions. Women may sometimes feel more emotions, and I'm only saying this based on the fact that I am a woman, so I don't really know how men feel in that case, but, I mean, women feel emotions, but so do men. Men feel emotions, men feel happiness, men feel sadness, men feel love and joy and hope and empathy. And so do we. As women, I'm not that I'm not expecting guys to watch this video, but I just meant because I am a woman, so when I say we, I'm including myself. But anywho, my point being is that I am not really a feminist, I'm more of an equalist. So now I'm going to quickly explain what an equalist is. I don't know if this is an actual thing, I don't know if it's already something that exists, but this is how I think of the world and how I've always thought of the world. Men and women are equal. Now, just because a man might be stronger than a woman in some cases, that doesn't mean that a woman can't be stronger than a man in other cases. And the same goes for any kind of trait or anything, really. A woman may be smarter than a man in one case, but a man might be smarter than a woman in another case. I don't think that any gender has a different value or a guarantee to be better at something than at something else. I think that everybody is original and there's really no telling what people are going to be good at or what they're going to be bad at. There's no telling. I think that everyone is equal because we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. Let me give you an example. For me, one of my, I guess, strengths would be that I'm quite brave. I'm kind of the type of person that will go up and talk to a random stranger, and I'm not afraid of doing that. One of my weaknesses, however, is I'm trying to choose between them. I'm not very strong. I can't really lift heavy things. I'm okay at trying to fix things, but I'm not really strong. However, there may be a guy who is a little bit shy, but is much better at fixing things. I don't think that he's any more valuable than me, and I don't think I'm any more valuable than him. If anything, I think we're equals. And those are just two traits out of the bajillions of traits that exist. So let's flip the situation. One of my strengths is, I don't know, or let's say my strength was being strong, and my weakness was being outgoing, and I'm shy. If there's a guy who's more outgoing but isn't as strong, I don't think that's bad either. Just because society looks at it as wrong or abnormal doesn't mean that that's what it is. I think that, you know what, everyone has their strengths, everyone has their weaknesses, and that's kind of how it works. Kind of like if you're a jack of all trades, you're good at a lot of things, but you might not be great at one thing. However, there might be someone who's not good at a lot of things, but is great at one thing. I think those two people are equal because of the fact that maybe I'm not great at something, but I am good at a lot of things. Or maybe I'm not good at a lot of things, but I am great at this one thing. So I think that the main thing about people, and no matter your gender, your race, your religious beliefs, or any of that, I think we're all equal. I think that no matter what, we all equal out in the end. I believe that no matter what drinks you mix, the glasses are always full. That doesn't really make sense, but that's the best analogy I could think of. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and if you have an opinion that you would like to share with me, please let me know in the comments, because I love hearing about other people's opinions, and no matter what, even if it's insanely crazy, please tell me, because I will respect your opinion no matter what, and I hope that you will do the same for me. Please don't give any hate to me or anyone else that comments in the comments, because that's just not cool. So yeah, if you liked this video and would like to see more like these, subscribe to my channel, because I make videos every once in a while. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!